Hi friends, Tracy.bish here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator in Central Victoria, Australia. Welcome to my video tutorial for today. Today's card is a card that I did for OnStage in Sydney for my card swap. It's using the Happiness Abounds bundle, which I absolutely love, as well as the Artistic Mix Decorative Masks. I really love how this card's turned out. So I have a piece of thick basic white as our card base, a piece of basic white for our ink blending, which I have a little contraption here because I did so many cards. I placed this in with washi tape to keep it in place, and I think this worked really well. So if you're doing multiples, this little trick works well. So the three colors I have for that background using the masks, I have Parakeet Party, Balmy Blue and Polished Pink. These colors work really well together because they don't go muddy. I wanted to keep my pink and my Parakeet Party away from each other a little bit, so I didn't sort of go too much over them. But the pink and the blue creates a really beautiful mauve colour, so which looks really good. So we're just adding that down. I've done some of them a little bit heavier in colour, and I've done some a little bit lighter in colour. I think the ones that turned out the best are the lighter ink blending ones. So yeah. But if I swapped with you in Sydney for OnStage and you have a preference, let me know because I would love to hear it. Okay, so we're almost done here. We're going to take it out of its little case, and you can see that worked perfectly. So easy. I was able to sit and watch TV and do a whole heap of these all at once. So we're going to bring that flower in from the Happiness Abounds stamp set. We're going to heat emboss with our black embossing powder. So I'm just going to hit it with the Versamark ink. Going to bring my black powder in. Make sure you're embossing with black a little bit on this card, so you'll see it come back in with our sentiment. So once I've got my beautiful layer of black embossing powder, I'm going to hit it with the heat tool. You want to use the second setting and just melt it until it comes nice and glossy. So really it doesn't take long at all. Now for a couple of my first card that I created, I actually used a water painter and added polished pink to the card base. For all my other cards after my very first one, I just did in the layers where you can see like where the shadows were. So I changed it around a little bit. As you can see, it's just the very edges. I really liked how this looked. It gave it a little bit of extra depth and volume, but didn't take up a lot of time because I wasn't colouring the whole lot in. And yeah, but please yourself if you're making this one at home yourself. I think it just really makes the flower pop up a lot more just doing those shadow areas. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab out our dies here. I've got two of our leaves, one for our flower, and then that notebook one. I make a mistake on this and I'm glad that you get to watch it. So I have my cut and emboss machine here. I'm going to do two of those leaves, so one each of the 3 leaf, one of the 2 leaf. This is where my mistake is with that one, but we'll come back to that. And then I'm just layering up my flower, and we'll cut that out as well. So there's 2 ways you could use that notebook die. I've got mine round the wrong way, so I cut off that little ruffled feature. Anyway, I obviously wasn't paying much attention while I was videoing this, but I'll flick it around and we go back through and it's just fine. Alright, so while we are waiting for me to come back through again, if you are a customer or if you are living in Australia and would like to purchase any of the supplies I'm using on today's card, you can in my online store. There is links in the description of this video to my store. Use this month's hostess code. I've got a couple of really great offers this month. So any order will receive a handmade card as well as a bundle tutorial. If you're spending over $100 in product, I will also send you this sweet simple Stampers tutorial bundle as an added bonus. So I love to spoil my customers, and if you're not already ordering through a demonstrator, I would love to have the chance of your business. So I've stamped my sentiment happy birthday down the bottom of our little notepad. and we're going to heat emboss that with the black embossing powder. So super cute. I love the look of black embossing on white cardstock, or on any cardstock actually. Black embossing is my favorite. So we're going to layer our leaves behind our flower as well, and I'm just using liquid glue. Once we've done that, we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of the flower to pop it up onto our little notepad, and then we can attach that to our inked background. Now, although these are card bases, card fronts that we are swapping with, so if you're creating this card, I've just used a basic white thick card base, so you just attach it to that with either dimensionals or gluing it straight down. Alright, so I've used some liquid glue to pop that down onto our ink background. So pretty. And here I'm showing you, I have made a full card, but if you swapped with me at OnStage in Sydney, you got the card front. So I'm also going to come in with some beautiful rhinestones. I think I looked at plenty of different embellishments to use on the card, and I always come back to my favourite, the good old rhinestones, because they're so elegant. I love the brightness and the clearness of the rhinestones that it gives. So there we have my card swap for OnStage in Sydney. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that you've enjoyed my card. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do that as well. And like I said, if you're in need of any supplies, you can purchase them in my online store. Alright everyone, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye bye.